Okay, hi guys, it's Gianni,
And it's Jess.
and today's Friday, and you know what that is.
Fan Fiction Friday! Woo.
So, we're gonna be reading Chen, the Love Affair.
And for those of you who don't know, Chen is from XO, which is one of my favorite groups.
Yeah, mine too, and Chen's my, right now, ultimate bias.
Right now.
Right now.
She's, but right now it's kind of looking like it's
Yeah,
gonna stick for a while.
we'll see. Anyways, okay, so I skimmed through a little bit, and it's about a love affair, obviously, because of the name, and I'm really upset about that.
I'm upset that you skimmed through it a little bit.
Like, I couldn't help it, you were bringing it up, and I was like, reading it a little bit.
Don't look at it!
Anyways, so we'll start it off.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Alright, do you want me to start? Or do you want me to?
I think you should go first.
Okay. This is Chen speaking right now. Come over, she's out for the night. The text on the phone didn't come as a surprise, more so as a delight. You were hoping for a text sometime, but tonight, as you decided to stay instead of going out and finding another boy toy to mess around with for the night.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna go.
How
Okay.
do you feel about that so far? Since it's another boy toy.
Well, that's funny, but I just don't like that he's cheating on his wife. Anyways, let me
How
go.
do you know if it's a wife?
Because I skimmed it.
Go.
I'll be on my way, you replied instantly, jumping off the couch and running into your bedroom and opening up your wardrobe to search for something in particular. You pulled out a large black box that laid in the third compartment drawer of your wardrobe with a pink bow wrapped around it. The piece hidden inside it was your most recent piece of lingerie, a piece you had properly fallen in love with as soon as you saw it. As you gently pulled the pink ribbon from it, you opened up the box and pulled out the lacy mesh one piece and laid it out on your bed. He's going to love this one.
Okay, so
You
that
skimmed
cleared up,
it, right?
No, I
Oh.
didn't. So that cleared up some stuff. I thought that, I don't know. For some reason, I thought we were a guy but we're a girl. So, because I thought it was gonna be boy on boy, and I was like, I don't know how I
Well,
feel
when they
about
do
this.
boy on boy, it's usually okay. Well, obviously he's
Okay,
not an
okay,
XO
let
in
me-
this one.
Okay. Chen was essentially your sex buddy, a 28-year-old married man.
See?
With a generous amount of money and sex written all over his face. You've been having this affair for over a month now, seeing each other whenever possible, whether it be in his mansion or your apartment. Okay, it wasn't a mansion, but it was a big house for him and his wife compared to your city apartment.
Keep going.
Oh no. Okay, you undressed yourself from the casual clothes you had on and slipped into the one piece carefully, letting it shape your body perfectly. And you had a body of a model, a goddess that made everything look
I don't want to read
flawless
this anymore.
with your curves and busty boobs.
What? With your busty boobs.
You checked yourself out in the mirror and had yourself a pleasing smirk before pilling yourself in the usual casual pair of slimming jeans and cozy sweater. Okay. You jumped between sneakers and the heels and went for the option of heels to give Chen a little hint of what you were up for all tonight.
Well, obviously,
That you were up for it all tonight.
that's what you're up for. That's why he texted you.
Yeah. You took what you needed and made your way to the door, ready to make your way down to the ground floor via elevator.
Okay, I'll go next. You walked out of the elevator shortly after and began to walk in your stilettos towards your car parked outside the apartment block. As you got in the car, you looked at yourself in the rearview mirror and touched up on your makeup before driving off cautiously down the road. Wait, excuse me. The way in which you met Chen was through your time at Chaser's nightclub in the heart of the CBD. You stumbled upon him, his gorgeous, mischievous eyes watching you the whole night as you partied your way through, whispering and touching other guys in hopes to work this man up. After a good hour of teasing, he made his way up to you, taking you by the hand and pulling you through the crowd at one moment, then ending up between musky hotel bed sheets the next. The entire night was a mess, but undoubtedly was the best sex you've ever had. He's making me so mad. Like, Why would you even pick this out?
I don't even picture Chen that way.
No,
Okay.
maybe not. He has those mischievous eyes.
Okay. Very few words had been exchanged that night, as all you did was feel one another up and kissed mindlessly. The only thing you knew before you had sex was his name, Chen, that he was married by the ring on his finger, and that he hired out a room in a hotel across the road just to have you, the things he was craving most. It was all lust, and it was all that has ever been. The only thing that has changed had been between yourself and Chen is the friendship that had blossomed.
How can
Nothing
you
more.
have a friendship between that?
Sometimes Chen would drop in by your place for a coffee or a glass of wine if he were in the area, but otherwise it was all just lustful sex.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is Chen texting. I'm waiting for you. You read quickly from the glove box of the car. You gave a cheeky smirk to yourself and shifted in your seat, beginning to think about all the things that were on offer tonight. Chen was good at everything. The best, in fact. The way he touched you, kissed you along every little inch of skin, every crevice that your body allowed. Even sometimes when Chen would play rough and pull on your hair enough to make it seem longer, the small scratches and marks you allowed him to place, his aggression just as exciting. I can't anymore.
Once you pulled up at a red light, you quickly pulled out your phone and replied, "You won't be waiting much longer. I have a surprise for you." Instantly, Chen responded, "Surprise? Ooh, I love surprises. Hurry, baby girl."
Oh my god. I'm just gonna turn around and you can just read it.
And you're back on traveling towards his place. You took the right and booted your car down the avenue, going at least 15 kilometers over the speed limit. You are really getting impatient now. Chen, 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 the only wonder on your mind. Alright, you hit the brakes as hard as you parked. Your car a few doors down from Chen's house. You checked yourself out in the mirror once more and touched up a little on the lipstick. You pulled your hood over your head and took your essentially what?
Took your essentially with you?
I don't okay.
Essentials.
Oh, essentials with you as you locked your car and strutted your way towards the mansion house.
Oh my god. Chen sat on his high sofa, legs crossed over one another as he watched some boring romantic sitcom. He held a glass of scotch with a couple of ice cubes inside of it. It was his first glass, but enough was enough for him to feel an alcoholic burst within him. I can't see him drinking scotch. I don't think he could. To me, I feel like he can't hold his liquor since he's so young.
He's not that young.
He's younger than me.
The doorbell.
The doorbell rang. Chen putting down his glass and standing subtly. He moved swiftly towards the door with a small smirk growing on his face. As he opened the door, he looked at you, who looked up from your stilettos, smirking back at him. "Hi," he said as he took off the hoodie, revealing the long hair Chen loved.
"Come in." His mischievous eyes squinted softly at you, making you want to pounce on him and kiss the shit out of him. You walked in beside him as he closed the door behind you. "Care for some red wine?" "Sure," you answered softly as you followed him into his minibar by the lounge room. He took out two wide wine glasses that hung from the shelf. "So what is my surprise?" he asked in anticipation. By raising an eyebrow, he poured you a glass. "You'll have to wait until we get into the bedroom," you said softly, with your breath lingering across his cheek as he took the glass from his hand. The way you looked at him made sure was seductive. He stared at you, mouth agape, and completely turned on. His eyes glimmered as he became so overwhelmed. Fuck, she's so good.
I want to know about his wife. Does he love her?
I'm just thinking that it's not a wife. It's just like, you know, one of those rings that they have on sometimes, and then it's just all the other guys.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Never mind. Just go. Never mind.
It reminds me of, have you seen that one movie with the other woman?
No, I haven't.
Dude, this is exactly what it reminds me of. Except, she's never went to his house. Because she didn't know he was married.
Oh,
Not in the beginning.
that sucks.
Dun dun dun. Okay, this is him. Should we chit-chat? Should we quit the chit-chat and reveal the surprise now? No, you know I love to talk. You clinked your glass against his and raised it slightly and took a quick sip from it as he finished pouring his wine. He took a sip with you, watching you as you did so. His eyes were always glued to you whenever you were around, regardless of who was in the room with him. Chen could never take his eyes off such a beauty. Okay, so how long do we have tonight? You couldn't help but address the question. Until midnight. She won't be back until the morning. She's going to watch a musical. You've never met Chen's wife before, obviously. But apparently, according to Chen, she was demanding, self-obsessed, narcissistic, and realistically, their relationship was going down the drain. Yet he hasn't broken up with her to, get with this girl.
That's usually how adultery stories go.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't get along together.
Okay, Chen couldn't give a shit about his wife, whereas she was still living in a fantasy. Her love bigger than anything this world could contain. She loved him dearly, but he was never considered for her at all. It was always about her.
That's sad.
Oh, wait. I guess that gives us a few rounds then, you said? I'm done with this.
I guess that gives us a few rounds then. You said lightening the mood just a tad more. You bit down on your lips gently. For the spare moment, Chen would not wait to give you the treatment your lips deserved. He was already imagining how good your lips were going to feel and taste pressed on his... What?
Pressed on his...
In a vigorous attempt to fight dominance tonight.
Pressed on his lips.
Okay. I was about to say... we had plenty of time. The two of you stood in the minibar, sipping from your wine as you both stole sneaky glances at each other for the first time you met.
Like the first time
you met.
This is so... I can't anymore.
After a short moment of staring at one another, you intensely jumped up from the bench you've been leaning on and put your wine aside. Meet me upstairs when you're ready, you whispered softly as you took off upstairs in the master bedroom.
In the room. They're doing it in the main bedroom.
The room was massive with an ensuite behind the wardrobe and was to the right of the room. The left was an expansive window which had white mesh draping from the curtains to keep privacy when the curtains are open. You left the curtains open to give in the moonlight that shined directly into the bedroom. You left all the lights in the room off and left yourself in the dark. You stripped down completely from your jeans and sweater and left your heels on to give an even sexier look. You felt yourself in the lingerie and couldn't help but feeling so sexy. You left your hair down to fall past your shoulders.
I'm just really mad because what if I was married to him and he was doing this to me? What would you do? There would be no more Chen.
Oh, dang.
I would be so mad and I would get rid of this girl too. I'm just so upset. Why would he do this? Why would he do this to his wife?
In other words, why would he do this to you?
Yes, even though we're reading from the girl's point of view, I feel like I'm his wife. I'm so upset right now.
Alright, go.
I don't even know where we are.
Right there.
Okay. Not long after, you heard the stairs creak a little and you could hear Chen's soft footsteps making their way upstairs. You sat down at the end of the bed, leg crossed over one another, with your hands placed on your thighs as you sat straight towards the door. You watched the doorknob turn slowly and the door part a little gap as Chen opened the door slowly and carefully as if he didn't want to make a sound. Chen entered the room looking at the majority of you that was lit up by the moonlight. He looked down at you, covered in lace and soft mesh. You smirked at him as he tried to get a glimpse of your entire figure. You stood up, positioning yourself to stand to one side sexily.
Yeah.
Chen was mesmerized. A large smirk grew on his face as he looked at your goddess-type body. He had to restrain himself from pouncing on you all at one time. The cups were low. Oh, the boobs? The
Yeah.
cups were low, accentuating your breasts, which turned him right on. Down the middle, on your piece of black lace covering your abdomen, the rest of you was covered in fine mesh that was almost see-through. Black lace panties were the only thing covering your bottom half. Was this my surprise? You nodded your head. You're smirking, controlling. I can't.
You're smirking, controlling the side smile on your face. Give me a spin. He looked back at your gaze. You turned for him graciously, giving him a good opportunity to look. You look. Chen was trying to find the words that didn't sound cliche or poncy. He wanted to be honest and not sound like some creep using you for his pleasure, because to him, you are worth a lot more than that.
They've only known each other for a month.
Exciting, he said in a soft tone, reaching out to touch your right hip as he moved closer. Voluptuous, he whispered again, lingering his breath long enough along the nape of your neck as he placed one small kiss. Sensuous, seductive. Chen looked at you intensely, fiercely before taking your lips into his passionately. Your red lips played with his, and your hand making its way up to rush through the back of his head as the other tugged on the buckle of his belt. And I think we should stop there.
Yes, we should stop there.
So, what do you think of it so far?
You know how I feel. You already know how I feel. Everyone knows how I feel. I'm upset with him. And that's all I have to say.
Alright, other than sometimes the English is the grammar is a little off, I would say that's pretty good. Of course, we are going to also put the link down below to where we got this fan fiction. All of our fan fiction is found in Tumblr, or on Tumblr in the forums and everything. So if you ever want us to read a fan fiction that you deem good enough for us to read, then go ahead and put it in the comments.
Or even from Asian fan fiction.
Yes,
That's a good spot to look for fanfics.
she would know.
Yes.
Okay. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. Of course, we are also looking for submissions to videos, to more fan fictions. It doesn't always have to be K-pop. It can be K-dramas. I'm a big K-drama person. And so, yeah.
And it could be any group if it's K-pop.
Any group. Girls groups are accepted as well.
Okay, so that's all.
I guess that's it for today. Happy Fanfic Friday, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.